G'day, ladies and gentlemen. The Buttsman here. Oh, Gabe, it's longer. It's longer than 5 seconds. It was 7. G'day, ladies and gentlemen. The Buttsman here. My name's Isaac Butterfield. It's an absolute pleasure to be in your ears wherever you happen to be, or in front of your eyes if you're very exciting and like to come over to the YouTube side of things. This podcast is available on not Shopify. Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube as well. And if you want to listen to these live every single week, head over to Patreon for $1 a month. Shout out to the Patreon people who are watching this live. Otherwise, it comes out for free every single Wednesday. Bluey Nielsen is my co-host each and every week. Josh Nielsen, how you doing, big dick?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
The Daily Blue is your Instagram. People can go check you out there. How's the Daily Blur going?
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. As always, mate. It's quiet.
Mate, we have got a very exciting show today. We have producer Gabe. He's going to go through something.
We're going to, Gabe's being initiated. Gabe's just been recently employed by me.
And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different.
First time on camera on the show.
Oh, so you just pop on like that, do you? Oh, yeah. First time on camera for the show. But I wanted to talk about two things completely off topic. First of all, there's a new addition to the table. If you look to your left, there is 2 new additions to the table. Can you see them?
Is that those? I mean, I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm just going to do my best to describe them.
You can pick them up.
I don't know if I want to.
I think you should.
From a distance, it looks as though it's an asshole, a gaping asshole, a ceramic gaping asshole.
I think you'd be correct in saying there's 2 gaping ceramic assholes.
One of them belongs to a male because there's a penis and testicles out the back of it.
That is correct.
And one is a female because there's a vagina hanging out the back of the gaping anus. Are these ashtrays? What are these?
These are pen holders, I believe. Someone sent us 2 gaping assholes. I don't know I don't know if they represent us or I'm a bit of a gaping asshole myself. So I wanted, and you know what? It really brightened my mood because it's been a tough week this week.
What's wrong? That's great, by the way.
Thank you. I just feel like this week's been tough because I feel like I've been taken for a ride.
In what way?
Well, stop laughing, Claire. This is serious. You may as well leave your microphone on here, Gabe, because you're involved.
Here we go.
I feel like I've been taken for a ride this week because, I don't know, you run a company. You run a business.
I do run a business, yeah. I've got employees.
And sometimes one of your employees will do something and you just go,
what are you thinking?
why do I bother?
Yeah.
And I had that moment the other day. You know, I like to think I'm pretty fair.
Mate, if there's one thing you are, it's fair.
I'm pretty fair. I don't like to be strong-armed.
And people do try and take advantage of you sometimes because you're so fair.
I think I'm too fair. Maybe I need to be a harder man.
Well, I don't know, but I do think sometimes that people see that nice side of you and they try and get it over you a little bit. What do you reckon?
I was recently...
This is shocking.
I recently received a message.
I don't know if I want to.
I recently received a message from someone. I won't name any names. But I don't know how much. Like, how much do you pay someone? Like, that's a tough question.
It depends what they're doing.
Yeah, like if they're working like what 10 hours a week, maybe 12.
Yeah, it depends what they're doing.
Yeah, well, what about if they were just sitting in front of a computer, like clipping together some idiot screaming at a camera?
I mean, you know how I feel about people who work inside, mate. Anyone who works inside's a pussy in my opinion.
So maybe, a couple of hundred, fair bit.
Yeah, it's been 12 hours a week.
What
$30 an hour, maybe.
Maybe 20 hours a week on a busy week.
Cool.
What would you do if I came to your business and I said, hey, listen. Or what about this? If you said, hey, come up with a number, and I came back as like, what? Like, let's say, for example, a 22-year-old or whatever he is.
Hypothetically speaking.
Just
imagine this kid's 22.
Like what if
talented, handsome 22-year-old.
What if I said...
Talented and handsome, yes.
What if I said, hey, listen, I think I'm worth, for 20 hours a week, $1,600 a week?
I mean...
I stand by that.
You'd be laughed off my job site. Do you reckon?
Well...
Did this happen to you?
Well, I may or may not have hired someone recently. And he came to me, and basically what he did is, to Claire and I, held a knife to our throat.
It did sound like you rang me in a panic. From Perth.
And I said, you will not believe what, let's call him Gabe,
Yeah, just hype.
Keep him anonymous.
Keep him anonymous. We don't want to embarrass him. Let's call him Gabe. His name's Gabe. It's Gabe.
It's Gabe,
We're talking
guys.
about Gabe,
We're talking
guys.
about Gabe.
Gabe came to me and wanted nearly $2,000, $100,000 a year to push the buttons on this fucking program.
Shoot for the stars, baby.
He wants me. He wants me bankrupt. He wants me out of my house. You know what he said?
I saw the Raptor. I thought he's balling.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I said that. So Butty rang me from Perth and I was fucking hammered drunk. I'd been out on the Friday and I'd not long woken up and when you wake up and you're still pissed. And he started talking to me about it and I was fucking rolling laughing.
It was very, very funny.
1,600. I said, but what I did say, Gabe, is I said, you know what? Good on him for fucking asking for it.
I do agree with that.
And I did say, that's fucking ballsy.
Yep.
Ridiculous
Ballsy,
as it is, it's ballsy. And if you don't ask, you don't get.
So
while we are taking the piss, and I'm going to continue to take the piss.
That's fair.
But this is a piss take sandwich.
the $1,600 man.
That's way better than my last nickname.
And I will continue to take the piss, but it is ballsy, and you do have to have balls in this world if you want to get anything.
And if you want to get ahead, you have to say that you have to do these type of things.
Of course
Thanks,
you do.
boys.
But 1,600, mate, that is fucking taking the piss.
So it is my melancholy duty to inform everyone that if we can't afford the rent anymore here.
I mean,
We can't. We've had to borrow money off Bluey.
And that's grim because I owe a lot.
It's grim. So what we've decided to do is ask for everyone's help out there. We've started a telethon. And Gabe, we have a video for you to watch.
Yep.
Isaac's put the call out to some of his powerful friends who are going to help us raise the money for your insane salary request.
So Gabe, can you turn your camera on and play this video? And we want to see your reaction to what has been going on.
Hey, guess who it is? No, not him either. Frenchie, remember? You hooked up with me a couple months
first one's
ago.
Frenchie.
You remember? Yeah, anyway, I've got a proposition for you. Since I gave you a fucking sick orgasm, I'm going to need some money. I'm thinking $800. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but there's this bloke, Gabe, he's trying to charge $1,600 a week to edit fucking shit clips. I don't have that kind of money. I can't pay that to see his clips. Yeah, so I was thinking one orgasm, $800. That's a fucking deal. Gabe doesn't give no one orgasms. Oh!
Also reasonable.
Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I gave you chlamydia, not orgasms. My bad. Okay, put your mum on the phone. She hung up. See how ridiculous it is, Gabe? You see?
G'day guys, Elliot Loney here, obviously joined the appeal to help raise money for Gabe's wage. It's obviously a very important cause for
You're
Gabe.
fucking kidding.
And we're going to need all the help we can get, which is why I've engaged the services of some of my favourite celebrity friends to help raise the bar, so to speak, because he's asking for an exorbitant amount of money. So we're going to need all the help we can get. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matthew McConaughey. Now, I've joined this crusade, I guess you could say, pilgrimage, for Gabe's own hedonistic desires to raise money for himself, because he has taken the Butchman. Butchman's a very good friend of Matthew McConaughey's. Taken the Butchman podcast for ransom. Now, we're going to need you to reach into those pockets. Whatever money you have, put it on the table right now, because we're going to need all the money we can get for this.
No fucking way.
Hello, everybody. It's Rafael Nadal here.
Rafael
And I have
Nadal,
joined
ladies
the
and
appeal
gentlemen.
to help raise money for Gabe's wage.
You got some powerful
He has
friends.
strong-armed my friend, the Batsman, Isaac Butterfield, and we need you to reach into your wallets, pull out a few pesos, pull out a few francs, whatever you have in your wallet, and give it to us, because we're going to need a lot of assistance. A lot of
Oh my god.
Hughes, yeah. Just join the appeal to help raise money for Gabe's wage, yeah? Yeah? Reach in your pockets, guys, yeah? Cause Gabe's a burglar. Yeah, he's burgling the Buttsman
Gabe's a what?
Fake news. Burglar.
I don't know about Gabe, man. Don't seem like a good bloke, yeah? Doesn't seem like a good guy at all, yeah?
This guy's really
I'm asking people from the goodness of their heart for Gabe. Let's come together and donate to Gabe's wage. Whether it's a gold coin donation or a spare $100. We need to keep the quality of life for great producers like Gabe.
Thank you,
So
John.
do your part
He gets it.
and donate to to Gabe's wage.
Hi, I'm Lewis Spears, a 28-year-old man with braces and a slight lisp. But somehow, I've got less problems than Isaac does. Because currently Isaac Butterfield is being held hostage by Gabe the editor, who seriously requested $1,600 a week for 20 hours of editing work just to make Instagram clips with poorly spelled subtitles in them. Gabe, you're a monster.
That's a fair
But what we need to
callback
do
too.
now is help Isaac, who is currently being extorted. So please, buy merchandise. Send money directly to Isaac's PayPal because he needs your help. And if there's one thing that I know and that Gabe knows, it's that an editor needs to be paid twice the average median Australian wage to work half the average Australian medium amount. And an editor is much more important than a nurse because making clips that piss off people with blue hair is much more important than saving lives. Or at least that's
Couldn't
what
have said it
Gabe
better.
thinks. So please, send money to Isaac, buy his merchandise,
Or directly to me.
or mail cash
Or
directly to his
basically
home address, which he will tell you after this video. Thank you. Please help save Isaac from his greedy editor who
Greedy
can
Gabe.
kind of spell.
Join the fight against editors' rights.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Big thank you,
played.
Frenchie, Elliot Loney, John Cataruz, and Lou Spears.
I nailed it, man.
Fucking hilarious.
That was fucking funny.
Hopefully we get some cash come in because that's crazy.
We also had Vegan Booty lined up, but she hadn't sent one through yet. So
Oh, was she going to do one?
she said, yeah, I'm on.
What a legend.
She, but I tell you what.
Can we
how
edit
good-
that in post so everyone can see that? Because that's fucking hilarious.
Well, we should. People should have seen that then. I'm not 100%
Oh,
sure,
okay,
but
cool. Oh, hopefully they did.
Hopefully they did, but otherwise it'll be on the video when we put this up on Friday. But wow.
Yeah.
That was great.
And I mean, as funny as it is, hopefully it gets out there and we get some money. 'cause
Yeah, head over to Patreon, $1 a month. They'll pay Gabe's wage.
Gabe's wage. That's our new fucking
Gabe's wage. Hashtag Gabe's wage. Tell me, Gabe, your reaction, please, to all of that.
I'm humbled. I mean, I've always thought, you gotta you get what you ask for in life, and look, it didn't pan out this time, but I'm humbled to have all these people know who I am, even though they think I'm a greedy pig now. But but no, that was really funny, and I actually am very grateful to be a part of the team.
Oh,
It's exciting.
what a great stitch
I
up.
know,
Gabe's
I know.
been freaking out all day.
Yeah, he was panicking. And rightly so. That's pretty funny.
Well, Lewis nailed it with his. He fucking put music in and all that type of stuff. So
The
I
boys all did
appreciate
very
that.
well.
They all did great. So go shout out to all those guys. They've all been on the show, and all will be in the future.
John's
So,
going to beat the live show.
John Benet Ramsey. He's going to be. I can never say Karuz, right?
Karuz,
Yeah,
Karuz.
JBK. There you go.
JBK.
He's going to be at the live show, which is
Sunday week.
Sunday next week. That's why we snuck in an extra episode today because we needed to get to 50. We couldn't have the 50th anniversary show without actually doing 50 shows.
We
I thought
crunched the numbers and we were going to land on like 49.
Yeah, which is
so
a bit
we've,
rude.
We've squeezed an extra episode in this week to get us up to the 50.
So, but what's very exciting is you're going to be doing stand up for the first time in front of not for the first time now. It's going to be your second time, but at the live show, Bluey's going to be doing stand up. Now, that will only be seen by the people there, and we might put some clips on Patreon, but it's going to be very, very exciting. Remember, $1 a month. But tonight is a very exciting night for you. It is your first time getting on stage and doing stand up, and I am super pumped for you because I can remember my first time. Very nervous, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But you get up there and you just get it done. And
Yeah.
as long as you hit your punchlines when you need them and you have your tags going, I think you're going to fucking kill it. I think you're a natural. And the more effort you put into writing and all that type of stuff, I think you're going to go a very long way.
That's very kind. You've been into me for, without exaggerating, years. And like when I say years,
4 years?
I reckon longer because you had a podcast called Missing the Point.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
And
I did too.
How long ago was that?
That's like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, and we did. I came as a guest on that at someone's apartment on Brunker Road.
Steve White. I wonder if I can find that episode.
Try and dig it up because I came on it. We went for fucking ages too.
Yeah.
But it was on that. That was, let's call that 7. I reckon that could be 7 years ago. And you said to me, you were like, you got to do stand up. And I was like, yeah, whatever, cunt.
Oh, I had a fucking website. Oh, no.
Yeah,
that
you
was
did
a
have
different one.
you
That
did
was
have a
different
website. But yeah, you've been into me for literally that long to do it. And this podcast probably been a big I don't know, factor. And also, well, yeah, no, probably more the podcast than anything.
Yeah.
Just because you get used to talking and we're very fortunate too. We have a very supportive audience. Like people message me all the time and go, "You're funny." People also message me all the time and say you suck as well. But
That is very true.
I just tune out and listen to the good stuff.
Yeah, you got to listen to the good stuff. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. Just muffle out anything else. And
It was 2015, so 7 years ago.
wow, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm excited. I've been doing some writing. How did you? That's what when you rehearse. How and where? How do you? As in, like by yourself? Do you read it out loud in front of the mirror?
I don't really read it out in front of the mirror.
When you were starting.
When I started, I did.
Yeah. I've been in the car for the last 2 days just talking to myself. With
Yeah,
like
that's
4
fine.
minutes of a set.
And that's where you get a lot of tags from.
Yeah, because you say it out loud and then you go, oh, actually.
Yeah, you have something in there.
Yeah.
So when I started, I was working in like a sales sort of role, but I was working by myself. So I was often in the office by myself. So I'd just talk out loud and sort of, in that job, I just sort of basically spent my entire time working on stand-up.
Cool.
Which was great. And a lot of people are in jobs. You're not so much in a job where you can do that.
I was. When I used to, the other job I had before I started the business, I used to just write articles all day because we did nothing. So I would punch out like 3 or 4 articles a day.
Yeah.
Which is great when you've got the time.
Yeah. But that's what it all is. And particularly with writing stand-up is you have to actually put time away to get in there and write it. But when I first started out, I had 5 minutes of material. And the night, so you're going tonight to the Newcastle Comedy Club to do an open mic set, your first one. So you got to get there, you got to sign up. And I think, the old butts could pull some strings, but I think you should run it like everyone else. And I think that's the way to do it is, get there, sign up, say g'day, all that type of stuff.
Oh, because if you pull some strings and I go badly,
it's going to look good.
That's bad for both of us.
Well, I said to you tonight, because no one gives a shit about me there. In fact, I think vastly bad things about me.
Yeah, you said to me, I was going to mention, I had like a joke and I was going to mention that we did the podcast together.
Yeah.
And you were like, maybe leave that out.
Leave that for the live show. Because it'll go down absolutely piss poorly.
Lead balloon.
So you get there, you sign up, and then you just wait your turn. It's literally as just like getting called up to do a speech at school, except people are drinking and you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing. You'll see a lot of people really bomb hard.
Yeah.
You'll see some people do really well. It really depends on who they are, how long they've been doing stand-up and how long they've been doing that material.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think might fuck with people starting at open mics, not so much with you, you've been around for a while, but they see people do really, really well at an open mic night. And they go, fuck, I'm so far off that. Now, that's either because, okay, maybe you are so far off that, maybe you just need to work on it, or maybe they've been doing stand-up for a long time and they've just been doing open mics for a long time, and maybe they've honed this set to have a really good 5 minutes. And so they kill.
Yeah.
But in reality, they're not trying anything new. Yeah. They're not doing anything. They're not doing the work, that type of thing. So I think tonight will be really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Claire and I are going to go and Gabe is, of course, Gabe's going to go because he's contractually obligated to be there.
Well, for the money he's asking, he will go where he's told.
He's going to drive to Sydney and back just because I told him to.
No, it'd be good. I actually went last week, but I didn't get there in time to sign up.
Right. So what was it like?
Mate, really cool room.
I haven't been there yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's really cool. So it's where we're doing the live show.
Yeah, so I guess I probably should.
You probably should go and check it out. Yeah. It's really cool. It's like it's a small room, but very cozy and really nice.
Yep.
Loads of nice beers on the bar. About $10 a pop though. It's not cheap, but they're nice beers. It's there's no new or gold, unfortunately.
Yep.
And then like you said, the hosts were really good, and then there's everything like from people who have got a really sharp. I think everyone gets 4 minutes, or you first 15 blokes or girls get 4 minutes and then 3 minutes after that or whatever. But there was people that had a really, really sharp 4 minutes, and there was people who were all over the place, and then there was like everything in between. But like you say, it's good. Okay, this definitely not this guy's first time, or this guy's fucking seems like he's quite drunk as well. Like,
yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
So it's just everything in between, but it's good to see how it works. And
you hear all kinds of just strange human beings. I remember when I first started. Oh, maybe not when I first started. Maybe a couple of years in, Peter Hoare started turning up. The serial pest. He was like there, and he now lives on the streets.
Yeah,
and he's just he's
fucked up.
He's a bit fucked up. And he was just get on stage with this guitar out of tune and just scream about the government. And that's like, it goes from me, who's a professional comedian, to that.
Yeah.
That's the combo meal at the fucking open mic night.
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting. And that's what you pay for. But that's important.
Of course it is.
I think it's really important to do that.
And it looks like because prior to this, you'd obviously have much more of an idea than I did. But I don't know if there was actually a designated comedy club in Newcastle. Like there's pubs and stuff.
There was not a club.
No, but there was pubs and stuff that would do comedy
Yeah.
nights, but like an actual designated comedy club.
So
I don't know.
for the longest time, the open mics were done at the Crown and Anchor.
The Cranker.
The Clown and Anchor, they called it when I first started.
Not
Very
bad.
good pun. There were comedy nights at the Oriental Hotel. And then there was JB, Maitland Comedy Club. He did a lot of paid stuff up around Maitland. We're actually coming back in December.
Nice.
Well, you should get a spot on it.
Yes, love to.
Beautiful. And so we've got some big names, but it's basically we've planned it so it's just like our group of friends, particularly ones we started out with, like people like Matt Reddy, he'll be there. I guess I can reveal Frenchie's going to be there too.
Hey.
And some other guys that I started out with, and we just haven't seen each other in years, so it'll be a really fun night to have a couple of beers. I think we're going to hire an Airbnb and just go and sauce it up. So
nice.
That'll be cool. Bit of a Christmas party.
Nice.
And then around, I ran a few, and that was about it around here.
Yeah.
And basically, when you're starting out in comedy, the only way to make money is to run the night.
Yeah.
So that's why all these people who run the open mic nights, who run these type of things, these shows, they're all comics, and they know that they can't make money unless they're doing this. Even if you drive to Sydney, which I did every Sunday for months, 2 hours there, 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back, and then I might go on a Wednesday as well. Mate, you'd be looking at, what's that, $30-$40 in petrol, maybe.
Yeah.
You got to get a parking ticket, you got to buy dinner out. Whatever it is, and you're not getting paid.
You got to want to do it.
So you really got to want it. And even the people that sort of quote unquote make it, you're looking at the people who are on the telly, like on the ABC and that, man, they're not getting paid much. No. They're not getting paid much at all.
It's like anything that's like a passion.
Not everyone's got a Raptor.
No, there's not many comics I know have Raptors.
That's
probably you and Rogan.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah, it's like any passion project. It seems like. You just got to do it because you love it, and you have to just assume you're not going to see anything from it for
a long time,
potentially ever, and just you have to, like you say, like driving to Sydney and so much money out of your own pocket. You got to love it.
Yeah,
it's like footy for a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
footy's a fucking hard game, and the 0.5% get to play it professionally. Everyone else does it because they enjoy it, like the training and the food and all that shit is just because you enjoy it, and then you get to have a game, and that's it. It's only the top echelon that ever see any Ford Raptors.
What is
from
it? Is it the top like 1-2%, something like that?
Oh, if that. Yeah, of people that play, it'd be tiny.
I'm just going to message Little Dicky for a coffee because I am fading. Well, I only had 2 coffees today. I usually have like 4 or 5.
Well, that's not good.
What do you mean?
You can't be having that many coffees.
Why?
Can you get me one as well?
Yeah.
And then the Patreon this week, we thought we might. Gabe, obviously contractually obligated, going to come and do a bit of filming.
Yeah, are you able to film some stuff tonight? Just not so much a Blueys set. We don't want to give that
just
away.
a bit of before.
I think we do a bit of like a lead up and maybe a post match interview or something.
Yes.
Some behind the scenes.
Like
after it all
VHS.
goes terribly.
VHS?
BTS.
BTS behind the scenes.
Belmont High School.
What are you going for? You need
I
that
don't
coffee. Claire! Coffee! Yeah, no, it'll be good.
Poor Dickie, she'll be freaking out. She'll go, sorry. So yeah, no, it's going to be great. So what are your feelings going into tonight?
Nervous.
Yep.
Definitely nervous. But also,
Is Jessie coming along?
she messaged me, but she has cricket training tonight. She plays cricket.
So she's a lesbian.
Yeah. Yeah.
spewed.
I didn't know either.
Don't you hate it?
Yeah. It's a
So
tough
last
way
week
to find out.
we learned she bought a dildo, and now we know that she's a lesbian. This
Yeah.
is what we're learning about your beautiful soon-to-be wife.
It's a sham.
It's a goddamn shame, is what it is.
Yeah. So, excited, but definitely nervous. But I've done like heaps of weddings. Always, I'm the guy. Like my mates all ask me to MC their
be
weddings. Yeah, and like footy prezos and all that shit.
You've done
I
it
think
before.
The difference with this is weddings. Generally, you know a few people. You know a lot of people. Footy prezos, you know
everyone.
You know everyone. This is a room full of strangers, and the stuff I'd say at a wedding or a footy prezzo is far from what I'm going to be tossing up tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be So, but I'm excited. It's good.
Yeah.
Anytime you ever get like nervous or apprehensive about something, generally a good thing. It always has been in my
Means you care.
experience. Means you care, and it means if you can push yourself past it,
Yes. You
is
learn
like-
a lot about yourself.
You do.
It's like we always come back to playing sport and like having a run or whatever, playing footy into some big boppers and getting smashed, knowing you're going to get smashed.
Yeah.
Doing that anyway, even though you know what's going to happen, is a very good attribute for a lot of people. It either means you're brave and you're tough or you're dumb.
Or you're dumb. Both great qualities.
Double combo meal for me, I think.
Yeah. Exactly.
So who is there that sort of you look up to stand up wise? Is there anyone that sort of stands out?
Like in this room or because Gabe has been unreal since he came on board.
No, like
Comedians that I
who you've watched in the past.
Man. So Gervais, Ricky Gervais, I was a big fan of the English Office growing up, and I wouldn't say everything he's done because I didn't love I haven't really watched Afterlife and like those things.
It's okay.
All these stand-up specials I think are great.
Yeah.
Like Humanity and Supernature and Gervais is massive. Dave Chappelle, loved Chappelle, same thing, loved Chappelle show. Like I remember when I was young, watched all the Chappelle show, and then I actually saw him at Sydney Opera House just after he'd come back from when he left Chappelle show, and he wasn't anywhere near. He was just on the comeback trail.
Okay,
and he said it was like going really, really poorly for him. He's like, "Fuck this could be it."
Really?
And then you look at what's happened now.
Yeah,
he's back.
killing
He's
it.
the biggest in the world
because he did jokes that offended people, and he got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and now he's just enormous.
Yeah. Like Gervais, Chappelle. I mean, all the big names like. Funnily enough, like Swing Off Rogan's dick enough. Haven't seen a great deal of his stand up.
Yeah.
Only what's on Netflix.
Yeah.
You probably know him more for the podcast and that.
For sure.
Which I'd say probably a lot of people do. But
Which is fine.
Yeah.
His stand up is very different to his podcast.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's not true. He's a conversationalist on stage.
For sure.
And I think, there's people who are like that and there's comics who aren't like that.
Yeah. Tim Dillon is one that's really interesting because he just had a Netflix special come out, and I love the Tim Dillon show.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
really different. So he's like, it's really different to his podcast.
Okay.
Like really different.
What's the difference?
In his he just rants.
Yeah.
He goes down these crazy just rants. Really, really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And his stand up seemed more structured. Which makes sense. Like you're not just going to get on stage and rant, but like Bill Burr seems to rant in his stand up, and I think he's got a podcast where he's fairly ranty as well. Tim Dillon just seemed quite structured, like you set up punchline, blah blah blah, which was different because I'd only listen to his podcast.
Well, you now know what the writing process is like, and for for some people, they might rant on stage, and it may come across as really, not saying that Bill Burr does this, but it may come across like it's really genuine, but they've practiced it 100 times. So it might be a bit bullshit. And I think a lot of people do that, which is fine. If people are laughing, then you're doing your job. Who
doesn't
gives
matter.
a shit,
Yeah,
right?
Bill Burr was really funny. Like he was just on Tim Dillon and he was saying it doesn't matter. Like, because everyone pumps his tires up, and Burr said, mate, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're sort of making people laugh.
As long as people enjoy themselves. Like, I go out and I charge whatever I charge for a ticket.
Extortion. Talk about extortion.
Mate, in Perth, like $100 for the front, 6 rows.
That's good.
They all sold. What about this? In Perth.
Did you say 800 a night? 800 people a night?
Yeah.
That's for 2 nights?
Yeah, give me another Raptor.
That's awesome. I was just talking about the numbers. That's great.
It was really cool. And then we went to Manjimup.
Yeah. You've said this place now. I still don't think you've nailed it. You've told me 4 times where
Manjimups.
you went.
I was pissing off the whole town because I kept going, oh, fucking Manjimup. Stupid name.
I still don't think that's how it's pronounced.
It's Manjimup. Manji, they call it.
Just go.
Fucking shithole. Never go there again. But it was good. It was great. I enjoyed Perth. But what I was going to say was because that show had been on for 2 years.
Yeah.
Selling tickets for 2 years, started selling at the start of COVID, and then finally did the show a year after COVID ended, or whatever, somewhere in the middle, sort of maybe after the first lockdown ended, we put the show on sale. I think it was around that 2 years. There was 100 people, so there's empty seats. 100 people didn't show.
Yeah.
Because I still got paid, so I don't give a fuck. Stay at home, dickhead. They didn't show because either they forgot about it, they were busy.
Yeah.
2 people had died.
Since they got
Yes.
How did you learn that?
They told me. Well, they didn't tell me.
The dead people didn't tell you shit.
The people at the venue, and we did refund them, so that's nice.
Well, not the full price.
Not half price. Well, what are you going to do with it? You're dead. Thank you, but you can walk in front of the camera. Of course you can.
Oh, thanks, Clary.
Thank you, dear.
You're an angel.
What bugs?
Which one have I got?
You got poo.
Oh, I think you said bugs.
No.
I was like, did you put bugs in the thing?
Thank you, Clary.
All the manly ones from the dishwasher.
You're an angel.
Did you like Gabe's trial by fire?
It Spears is the best.
I know, Lewis nailed it.
I love Frenchie, you know I do. But
Louis nailed it. Go and check out Lewis Spears' channel. He's having some issues at the moment with his mouth too.
Yeah, he's got some metal in the
Thank
mouth.
you, dear. Yeah, I'm not across the whole situation. I was going to have him on the show, and then it just didn't work out time-wise because he was in Newcastle and I was fucking having
Elsewhere.
chicken burgers or something.
Yeah.
But
Quiche.
that's what we're having for dinner tonight.
Quiche.
We better finish this show up. But he had to cancel the show up in the Gold Coast because he's just in heaps of pain.
Shit.
So the whole structure of his mouth has had to change. So I'm butchering it, I'm sure. But what the basic gist of it is he has to change the shape of his mouth to improve his health, his breathing, and all this type of stuff. Is that right? Yeah. What do you know?
Oh well, I've actually that's why it was cool. I actually follow Lewis as well, but
right.
so from what I know, he was really struggling breathing, and like it was affecting his sleep.
Yes.
Like he was exhausted all the time, and all that type of stuff. So that's what this reconstruction's helping.
Okay, great. And that's what he posted about a while ago, and he's like, all I remember from it is, the doctors said this is really going to improve my health, and you know, anything that's worth doing often takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and sacrifice, and hopefully for old Lou that he comes out of it better at the end, because that's fucked. Like, you know, I know when whenever you go to the dentist and you get a tooth removed and that type of stuff, fuck, it knocks you around.
I've never had any fillings or anything.
Really?
Yeah, I brush my teeth.
Fucking
give that a go, guys.
I've
never had a filling.
How often do you go to the dentist?
Fuck, never. I don't get toothaches. I've got no cavity. Like,
When was the last time you went to the dentist?
fuck. Maybe when I got a mouth guard fitted before I went over to England in fucking 20.
So no wonder you haven't had any fillings, because you haven't been there.
Yeah, but don't you like get a toothache and go, oh shit?
No.
Why do you need fillings then?
Because that's when the decay is starting. You're full of fucking fillings.
My head could be full of holes.
It looks like cheese. Every one of your teeth looks like the big Swiss cheese. There's little mice crawling through it.
Oh, they feel good.
Well, I'll pay for you to go to the dentist, not to get the fillings done, but I'll pay for your checkup, covered by Medicare.
Yeah. Maybe I should go then.
What about this? Would you go for the show? The show will pay for it, and Gabe and I are going to guess, and you can guess how many fillings you're going to need.
We could do that.
Oh, I'm going to say 7.
That'd be a good do an episode from the dentist chair.
Yeah. Well, I know the dentist down the road. He's a really good guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would he? Yeah, that could be funny.
We can tee it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
That
say
could be like Patreon exclusive. And
yes,
we'll go
Patreon.
for
All right, Patreon. That's coming to you.
we'll go for a
$1
checkup.
We go for a checkup. I've got to go anyway, so
Well, we'll go together.
we'll go together.
Yeah.
So I'm saying 7. Gabe, where you at?
I'm gonna back him. I'm gonna say none.
Fucking.
It'd be none. Mate, I got great teeth.
All right, how about this? The one closest to the number owes a carton to the team.
Yeah, easy.
All right.
Deal.
Deal?
Yeah.
And Gabe's got to pay for it.
Well, obviously, he's on the most money here. Yeah. He earns more out of this podcast than anyone.
Yeah, fuck. So now I reckon you might have a couple, mate, because it's easy to brush, but do you get right back there?
Mate, I brush, I floss on occasion. Fucking, my diet's good, plenty of water, not a lot of sugar.
You drink
Durries.
I drink a lot of piss
What
and
about
smoke
your durries,
darts.
though?
Yeah, I do drink piss and smoke darts, though.
That's not going to help it.
Oh, they're just bad for the colour, I think.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it. I don't know. Have you seen the front of like fuck?
I think I'm sweet.
You're showing off his teeth if you're listening to this. They look good. They look better than my teeth.
Fucking right, they look good.
I just have too much coffee. I think that stains mine.
Fucking oath you do. You just said you have 4 cups a day. That's insane.
So I'll have one when I get up. Immediately when I get up.
Immediately before you do anything.
I was listening to Andrew.
Have some water. Have some water.
Andrew Huberman said you should wait 45 minutes and drink water before.
Water.
And I said,
Fuck Andrew.
not a
What does
chance.
that fucking
What does that
nerd
idiot
know?
know? Pfft, what is he?
Human rules.
You got to, yeah. He's
Get some direct sunlight on you, and you're like, no, straight on the phone into a coffee.
under the phone, and I keep this window down in
Yeah.
the office because I don't like to fucking see
No.
anyone early in
No.
the morning.
Yeah, Huberman suggests direct sunlight and water, and you just go for the polar opposite.
How about you not telling me what to do, Andrew? You don't even know me.
Yeah.
So I have, I have my 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and then I'll have like a pre-workout. Not in the morning before I go to the gym.
It's a lot of caffeine.
It is a lot of caffeine, but you know it's got to be done.
It doesn't.
I'll argue that it does.
How do you feel after 3 coffees and some pre-workouts?
I've got anxiety, man.
I was going to say, because we've spoken on this show a few times about your anxiety. I'm starting to see a correlation.
So I did actually, when I first started having mental health problems, thanks Blue for bringing that up. When I started having
Pussy.
issues with are you okay, Dave?
What are you talking about it for, you pussy?
Now,
Bury it with
I'm
drugs and
sorry,
alcohol.
I will keep it shut. When I first started having those problems, I did trial off caffeine and all I got was headaches.
Yeah, but that's just for a bit.
No, I think it's for life.
No, that's just for a bit, and then like 2 weeks or something, and then you're fine.
No,
It's
but
withdrawal.
Well, it doesn't sort of. Anyway, shut up.
It doesn't. I already.
Don't make me change.
I don't want to change. You know what? You don't have to change.
You know, it'd be nice. Bit of the sheepdog in this.
sheepdog and coffee.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll have a little nip. I do have to drive. But
Oh no, don't worry about it.
okay.
No. Well, I'm actually. This is something I was going to bring up. Butterfield, the Butsman, IJB is going on a diet as of tomorrow morning.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Why?
So I'm 108 kilos at the moment, and I think I should be about 103.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
I wouldn't bother.
But I'm a little.
Christmas is around the corner, mate.
Well, that's what I want to cut for. I want to cut for Christmas so I can pig out and not feel like a dog.
Give me that ham.
So I want to drop about 3 kilos. So it's more of a cut than a diet. Yeah, well, I want to lean out a little bit because I've got all this bulging muscle, and I just want to. I want to show the world.
Show it off.
I want to show Gabe when I make him come over here early in the morning.
Of course.
Before I have my coffee. Yeah, so I'm going to go back on the keto diet.
Yeah, cool.
I find that works the best for me because it is so restrictive. I don't have any excuses. The answer to every question of do you want one of these is no.
No.
So you don't really have a chance. And I want to put the call out to people on the podcast. Leading up to Christmas, we've got a month and a half.
Yeah, we do.
We've got a month and a half till Christmas. We'll have to have a Christmas show. That'll be great.
We'll have a Christmas show with lots of cigars and whiskey and
We
costumes.
should do that. Yeah, we should do it an
We
outside.
should do it out the back.
Yep, with a fire.
Yeah. Film it late.
Late.
Let the sun go down.
Late,
We'll have
live
some
and
cigars.
sexy. Yep.
Drink too much. Say some fucked up shit.
What should we do in the afternoon? Because then we'll have light.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. That also works.
Too much coffee. So yes, I want to challenge the people watching this podcast, listening to this podcast right now, particularly the dudes, because, and ladies, you can do this as well, but I want to focus on the blokes here because I want to have a real, I want to have an audience that follows me and comes to my shows of people who are there for a long time. Now, I am a capitalist. I want your money for years. I don't want you dying of heart disease. So here's my call out to you. Let's jump on a keto diet. Consult your doctor, etc. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jump on a keto diet for the next month and 24 days up to Christmas Eve. Get off it then. All right? Let's see how much we can lose.
What's keto? Just meat and fat.
When you put it like that.
Well, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and leafy green vegetables. So for me to give you an example of what I'd eat during a day on a keto diet, this is it, right? Now, you don't have to eat breakfast or lunch. Usually I won't eat until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, right? That's sort of how I do it, and I train throughout the day and all
One
that
meal
type
a
of
day.
stuff. Yeah, plus a couple of little keto-friendly snacks in the evening. But if you want to eat normally, like at your normal times, for breakfast, bacon and eggs with a bit of cheese on top. Lunch, you could have some chicken with some leafy greens, maybe a bit of a stir fry, maybe some soy sauce. Soy sauce is usually pretty low carb. It's all about bringing the carbs down. You want to have maximum 20 grams per day, maximum of carbs or sugar. Carbs and sugar, exactly the same thing in this sense. We're looking at maximum of 20. So if you, let's say, you open up, Gabe, can I have that jerky, please?
Sounds like not much piss can get drunk.
You can get pure blondes have 1 gram of carbs in them.
Okay, so you could have
Yeah, you
20
could.
pure blondes.
So for example,
Gotcha.
this is 100 grams of jerky. In the 100 grams of the jerky, the full pack, there's 8 grams of carbs. So you could have 2 packs of these a day, and that would be all your carbs gone. But you can find less carby jerky. That's just an example, right? But things like a banana, there's all your carbs gone. So you're not eating fruit, right? You can have strawberries. Strawberries are not too bad. Have a couple of strawberries here or there. Yogurt's a bit iffy, a bit dangerous. Ice cream, nah, right? Chips, nah. Anything with carbohydrates in it, nah, right? So you're not eating potato. You're not eating pumpkin. You're not eating sweet potatoes. You're not
I
eating that
fucking
type of stuff.
love roast potatoes.
So do I. But we're talking about a cut here. We're talking about a diet change that's going to help us lose weight. I'm not saying you have to do it, although
Good.
you probably should.
Because
And
I fucking hope I should. I'm not going to. There's no point because I'm just gonna go absolutely ballistic over Christmas.
Yeah, so am I.
So just do it after Christmas.
No, let's don't do it now.
But you could do all this hard work and then just blow out, and then you have to do all the hard work again. Just let yourself go till Christmas, and after Christmas,
It's going to be harder.
No, it's not.
It's 1 or 2 days 3 days over Christmas that you're going to blow out. So myself, and Morgan Brown are going to be doing this diet.
Hey, Morgs. Shout out Morgs.
He's going to be doing the diet.
He's our
stuff.
original producer.
He is.
Who didn't ask for a fucking cent.
When we had no money, Gabe would have come in and tried to take me a house. When
Still
we had
got no
cash.
money. And
He would ask me to put collateral down.
yeah, Morgs didn't ask for a red fucking cent.
No. He's going to start it because he's put on a couple of extra kgs.
He was driving the trams for a
Drives
while.
and
there.
trams.
That'd be
He's lucky he didn't fucking top himself, let alone put on a couple of kilos. What a fucking job. He knows that. That's why he left.
yeah, that would be tough.
But he's killing it now, working on NBN,
yeah.
living the dream. Now, I want you guys to do the same thing. So look up what the keto diet is, run it for a little bit. You're going to feel a bit shit for the first couple of days because you're not eating carbohydrates, but you'll come good. Now, in the first week, I guarantee you'd lose, if you follow it, 2 to 3 kilos straight away. Boom, that's water weight.
You
Gone.
get bad diarrhea because there's no fiber.
That's what people say.
Yeah, but
No.
you're not eating any fiber. All you're eating is protein.
You are eating fiber.
From where?
Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, all that type
I like
of shit.
oats and beans. for
Well,
my
you can't
fiber.
have any oats and beans
That's how
for
I
a
get-
month and a half. What have you got, Dixon?
snacks.
Are you Ubering things again?
How good, Claire?
How good's Claire? She gets like a fucking $5 smoothie and it's $15 delivery fee.
Jesus Christ!
What
that
have
would-
you got, young lady?
Thai milk tea.
Oh, good on you.
Thai
love.
milk tea
Good on you.
delivered.
I hope you enjoy it.
I got it to take to Blueys show.
I'm just picking on you. Good on you.
You little cuties.
Fuck, she's such a good merch seller. Oh my God. Dickie. She's
Yeah,
like-
I saw you were doing a head count of stuff. It looks like some empty boxes from Perth.
we went over there with 7 boxes, come home with 1.
Wow.
Dixon was on fire.
Fucking merch whore.
And Jesus. And like half the stuff in that box over there is fucking beard masks that no one wants anymore because we're not made to wear them.
COVID's-
COVID's over, so I'm stuck with it fucking
You were like, this will never end. Ordered a million of them.
I think I ordered like 500. I got 200 left. So anyway,
That's all right. Well, hopefully,
maybe money back. I
hopefully
just
it's
wanna-
another pandemic.
Oh, I can only fucking hope. So this all ties in with the new series that we're going to be filming that I haven't named officially, but I've got a working title for it, is where we go to the gym with a celebrity and we train with them. Now, the whole point of this show is to get men back into the gym. I don't dislike the dad bod. I just think dad bod should be stronger. That's the whole point of this thing. Like, have your beers, enjoy yourself, have a good feed, but just be fucking strong.
It's exactly where I'm at.
Great.
I think I've completed whatever this is. I've already completed it.
Good. Well
Because I
done.
train and drink.
And that's great.
That's all I want to do.
But there's a lot of dudes out there that just drink.
No, you got to train.
You got to train as
You got
well.
to earn those stubbies.
Fucking oath. You got to earn it. Otherwise, you're just fucking drifting through life doing nothing.
Without being silly, there's nothing I enjoy more than if I know I've got a big piss up on, say on like a Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I enjoy more than, and I know it's a big one, I'll make sure I have a really, really good week of food and a really, really good week in the gym. And then on the Saturday, I'll make sure I train in the morning and have a nice feed. And then I go, righto, I can get on the piss guilt-free. I've earned I'm going to treat myself like a toilet.
Yep.
But I've earned it. And it's like, because it's that balance thing. And it's like, it's a mental thing as well as a physical thing. But I enjoy myself so much more as opposed to like, if I've eaten shit all week and haven't got off the lounge and then go get on the piss, I'm like, I am a
100%.
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But if you at least flog yourself a couple of times in the gym and have some nice food, I'll go and have fucking 100 stubbies completely guilt-free and go, yes, I'm the man.
Yeah, because you can't just keep having. You got to give something back, and
Balance.
that's what the exercise is. Like yesterday, right? I had a fucking giant pizza for dinner. Also, because I'm going on this diet, I was like a last hurrah. But
The Last Supper.
I didn't eat it all throughout the day. I had a couple of lollies at Halloween with the neighbours. We all had a couple of beers at the
That's
front.
spooky.
It was fucking great. God, we got a good street.
You love
Anyway,
it, don't you?
I love the neighbours. So I had a couple of beers, couple of lollies, pizza. But through the day, I got I wrote 2 videos. I filmed 2 videos. I organised some emails. I mowed the lawn. I trained legs. I ran 5Ks, and then I got to have my pizza.
Yeah.
So that, I earned that. And this is the same with the keto thing. You earn it, you train hard, but you just eat food that isn't as calorically dense as things like your chips and stuff that you just mung on and you just end up eating too much. And that's how you put chub on, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the whole point of this show, and we're going to film the first one, the pilot episode, if you will, next week, me and you. We've got a guy on board who's going to come along and film it. What's his name?
Caleb.
Caleb, that's the one, yeah. Sorry. His Instagram name is something different, and I kept saying that before, but it's definitely not it. It's Caleb. Anyway, so Caleb's going to come along. He's going to film. He usually does a lot of weddings and stuff like that and some parties and that, so it's going to be interesting. But he's really confident. He's like, no, I've got this in the bag. This is going to be really cool. And we're going to go, me and you, we're going to go through our workout. We're going to talk diet. We're going to talk life. We're going to talk everything.
We're going to get deep.
We're going to get deep and meaningful. What should we train?
Well, I reckon you and I probably train pretty differently.
Okay.
Because you run and I don't fucking run.
Yeah, but I run at different times to how I train in the gym.
But I don't you go for 5K run. I couldn't tell you last time I ran 5Ks. So that would be a good one for me.
Well, why don't
Because I
we-
like smoking darts as well. So it'd be funny to watch me run 5K.
Smoking darts and breaking hearts.
Like stopping for a durry midway through.
We could do that. But
Yeah.
I think that, let's talk. What type of split do you work when you go to the gym?
Well, I just go to the gym, shout out Air Locker Katara, but they just have a program that we just do. So
okay.
It'll be like Monday might be like an upper body push day.
Yep.
Tuesday might be like conditioning. Wednesday might be like lower body push day.
Yep.
Thursday might be like boxing, and then Friday might be like fucking
Whatever.
arms or like
Sure.
it just split like that. So I just turn up and rip in.
So
sometimes.
what I normally run is I run a push-pull leg split 6 days a week. And if I'm on the road training, I'll try and just do like full body stuff. So I'll train every other day when I'm on the road because oftentimes it's hard to get into a gym and whatnot. But the running side of things is more just to burn an extra calories. And I also really like the challenge of running 5 to 10 Ks. Like I find it very, very hard.
mental.
It is all mental. It is all fucking mental. And I built up to that over a period of time of doing like, I'd do a K for a week, 3 days a week. And then I'd do 2 Ks for 3 days. And I moved up and up and up and up. And eventually got to 10.
Yeah.
And then I was just doing it.
Yeah.
But what I found was, and this is true for runners out there, maybe I'm wrong. kilometer 4 is just as hard as kilometer 9. But you just keep going.
Yeah. I never made it to 4, so I assume that's correct.
Well, we could do that as well. We could do a run if you wanted to.
We should make me run. That would be fucking funny.
Well, we could do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Why don't you do one where Isaac runs the show for one, and then Bluey, you run the show for another one?
I'll bring you into Air Locker.
I'll come into airlock. I'll
Yeah.
fuck shit up there.
It's good. It's really good.
long
Run
as
by the great Mark Hughes. It's the
Is
one-
it?
He owns it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go in
Boozy.
there.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do leg wise? Because I can't do squats. My back's fucked.
Pussy. Yeah. I mean, I do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can do whatever.
I just do the split squats.
Yeah.
Do you
We
do
can-
those?
Yeah, I can do
Split
it.
squats are cunts. They're
Yeah.
the hardest exercise known to
Yeah.
man.
No, I'm like 30 now. My knees and ankles are starting to get bad, but
Oh, mine are not good.
I'm still very impressive.
I'm very
athlete.
close. Mine are not good at
I'm
all.
still ridiculously strong too.
How do you go with the chin-ups?
Yeah, I can get a couple of chin-ups out.
Yeah.
Depends on what time of year it is.
Yeah, fucking oath. It
Depends
does.
on how much weight you're carrying.
It's amazing how much extra weight really brings your chin up reps down.
Yeah, it's like having a little weight belt on sometimes.
It's-
little
it-
5 kilo
maybe
weight
you
belt.
should put extra weight on to really train your chin ups.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is going to be a good show, and we're sort of throwing around some different names as well. What do you think of lifting steel with Isaac Butterfield?
Sounds pretty gay to me. You got anything better?
This one's going to sound worse.
Lifting steel.
Yeah,
Why?
because one of my mates, Cal Gray, he used to go, I'm at the gym lifting steel.
Lifting steel.
Or tossing tin.
Tossing tin, shifting tin. Yeah. They're for that's for big bodybuilder cool dudes though. That's not us.
What the fuck do I call this thing then?
Well, this is aimed at the average man, isn't it?
Average Joes?
Average Joes.
Average butts?
Yeah.
Average man.
Or just something average.
Average bods?
What about man bod?
Rad bod.
Hot bloke bods. I
Yeah.
can't use bloke because bloke already exists.
Yeah.
Man bod. Get
Yeah.
yourself a man bod. Rub me with your man bod.
Lifting steel.
Lifting steel with men.
Yeah. Something gay. Make the title gay.
But really gay?
Yeah.
Like sucking cocks and doing deadlifts. Squatting on cocks.
Butt sex. We'll just call it butt sex.
I like that.
Butt sex appeal.
All right.
Butts Sex appeal?
All right.
Sex appeal.
I understand. I want to get you out of here so you can get home and get changed, and we'll meet you in there.
I'm going like this. This is what I'm wearing.
And you're gonna wear. You got to wear like pants.
No. There was people in fucking uncovered footwear last time.
Oh, you can wear thongs. I used to wear thongs every
I
night
don't
on
have to wear
stage.
pants. I went in there in shorts last week.
Yeah, but you should wear pants on stage.
All right.
Do you want a pair of mine?
No.
What size?
I'll
are
go
they?
home. Nah, it's too hot.
Okay.
We'll talk about it off air.
No, we need to get to this now.
Yeah. Pants.
Pants.
Pants and
whatever.
thongs, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for catching up with us for episode 48.
48.
We're honing in on number 50, getting there for the live show. So remember, it's going to be live only to the people who are there. You guys are going to see it, but you won't see all of it. We'll only show you an hour. We won't be able to show you the sets. We won't be able to show you the fucked up shit. That'll all be on Patreon. So shout out to the Patreon members. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out Cancel Me Now on Spotify, iTunes, and the old fucking, what's the other one? YouTube, but you're watching this now. And check out Bluey, the Daily Blue, and check out Gabe. Do you have an Instagram you want to share or not?
No, we'll leave it for now.
Oh, Bluey.
Man of mystery.
Man of mystery. Well, shout out to Gabe.
Also,
and
because you'll be getting abused after this episode. So.
I'll leave your Gabe abuse in the comment section
100%.
down below. Throw around some numbers of what Gabe should be paid.
Yeah, definitely.
And good on him for taking it on the chin. Because that's
Yes.
all this job is.
It's
taking
just
it on the chin.
taking it.
Each and every week. Bluey Nielsen's going to break his stand-up day, his virginity tonight, and I'm fucking excited for him. Let's go check him out. Up the Blues, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.